All right. Happy greetings, everyone. I see the camera's acting a little on the slanty side. So, how are you all today? Let's see if I can get this a little better. That'll work. So, I know I said that I will be changing up the format, but I'm coming live to you all today to make some sweet potato muffins. I'm using delicious sweet potatoes from some of the produce boxes, so just getting that to get used to up. So if you're watching live, say hi, let me know. I can see the comments, and also if you're watching as a replay, let me know you watched it. Just lets me know if you all appreciate the content as well. So today we're making sweet potato muffins, and very easy, simple ingredients. A lot of these ingredients are things you would have at home already. We're going to start with our dry ingredients. So we have here 2.5 cups of white wheat flour, or unbleached. You can use whole wheat flour. You can also use spelt flour, all that work, or gluten-free flour. To this, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of baking powder. When you buy your baking powder, you want to make sure you're getting baking powder that does not have aluminum in it. So there are several brands out there. You just need to check to make sure it doesn't have any aluminum. And then just a pinch of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. And a half teaspoon of cinnamon. So we're going to put that in with our flour here. So we have 2.5 cups of white flour. Then we're going to make do our wet ingredients. So let's add our vanilla extract. So 1 teaspoon of just vanilla it's going in here right now. Vanilla extract. So we have our sweet potatoes here. So you just want to wash your sweet potato and bake it for about 45 minutes until it's nice and soft. So this is a baked sweet potato. Just going to take off the skin here. If it's organic, you can definitely eat this, the skin, but you don't necessarily want to put it in your muffins. It changes the texture. Just put that right in. So 2.5 cups of our mashed sweet potato. Then to that, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of plant-based milk. Today, I am using oat milk. So we have our oat milk going right in here. And we're using brown sugar today. We have a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, or you can use coconut sugar that's good in here, or whatever sugar you have available as well. So just mix that all in. And just want to make sure all of the ingredients are mixed well, our wet ingredients, before we mix it with the dry ingredients. Does anyone have any questions about this recipe? I know some people still have a lot of winter squash left. So if you do, you can actually substitute the sweet potato for winter squash, like a butternut squash or even pumpkin, to make pumpkin muffins. Yeah, there was like a lot of sweet potatoes grown this past year. So if you still have a lot of them, this is a great recipe for sweet potatoes, and this stores well. So after you bake it, you can actually freeze it, keep it in the refrigerator or freezer. Refrigerator for like a week, and the freezer for like 3 months. So if you're making a lot, like I will be making, you can do that. So that's that. And we're going to mix our cinnamon and flour here. We did going to put the vanilla in. It'll be okay. They're all mixed together fine. And then we're going to combine the two, and that's pretty much it. So then we'll fill up our tins, and I will show you the finished product as well. So this recipe makes about 24 mini muffins or 12 regular sized muffins. And just going to mix it all together. Just make sure you get the flour with the potatoes mixed well. This recipe is awesome. It's an awesome way to get some veggies into your diet. It's very high in fiber, and it's high in vitamin A, which is important for our vision as well as our immune system. It's just really tasty. It's great to pack for lunch. It's a great breakfast meal as well as a great snack. It's a great overall snack. Just mixing it all together. Actually, going to do this. So if you have any comments, questions, I know we're broadcasting in the Facebook group, which is Healthy Vibrant Life with Holistic Wellness and Health. And we're also broadcasting on our Facebook page and on YouTube for Holistic Wellness and Health. So you can, if you want to watch this again while making this, you can go to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And so this is going to be a very thick batter. And it's going to make like a hearty muffin, but it's like going to have some moistness to it too. So you'll see that in a moment. I'm going to show you. So I just took some out of the oven just before going live. So it's just cooling down a little bit. And I will share that with you all in just a moment. So I'll get my spatula here and just make sure everything's well incorporated. There we go. If you have some lumps in your sweet potatoes, that's okay. When you're cooking your sweet potato, when you're baking it, so you have like the big ones like this and some of the smaller ones are going to bake faster, but you want to make sure it's really soft so that it mashes and mixes well. When sometimes you think it's completely done and then you cut through and the center is kind of firm, so just bake it a little longer. Unless you're using a food processor, then that'll make it nice and smooth. But I don't feel like I need to dirty up another equipment for this recipe. So this is our finished mixture here. And let me show you all the finished product. So these are our muffins. We have 24 of them here. And I am actually going to take some out so you all can see the texture on the inside. So it's nice as muffin and it's moist on the inside. Nice and moist and ready to go. Still quite hot. So I'm gonna let it cool down just a little longer. I'm gonna take just a little tiny piece because it's still quite hot. And it's really, really good. So I only used to have a cup of sugar because I didn't want it too sweet, but if you want to add a little more, you can. I was going for more of a nice, it is sweet already with the sweet potato, so I didn't feel like I had to go overboard with it, but it's really like a nice moist muffin, not super dry, even though the batter, I would have to say, is very dense. So it seems like it's going to be like a dry muffin, but it's not at all. And I let it bake for about 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes. I left it in the oven. So depending on your oven, it might take a little longer, it might be a little faster. This one, they take a little longer. So I would say 25 to 35 minutes. Bake it for 25 minutes, check on it, see how it's doing, and then you can always leave it in for a little longer. But this is it. So this is our sweet potato muffins made with delicious baked sweet potatoes that we can enjoy all week long. So if there's any questions, hey Corey, let's see, if you do include the skins as you mentioned, do you recommend chopping or blending them or some other technique? So if you are using organic sweet potatoes and you want to leave the skin on, I would put it in a food processor just to make sure it blends well and gets smooth. And then, mix it all like I just did. But I don't think like the skin gets, like when you're baking it, it's not going to just mix really well unless you're going to really break it up into little tiny pieces. I would just put it in a food processor or even a blender and just mix it that way. But that's a great question and a great way to use it all. These are pieces that are actually going to end up in my compost bin because I have so many. So, but you can also freeze them and make soup scrap or soup stock from it as well. So great question, a great way to use all of your scraps. Yeah, so that is it for me. I have a nice delicious muffin here, and I will see you all later. I will continue to make muffins and all types of other recipes. I'm going to try not to bake too much during the summertime. So I'm trying to get everything in now. But if you all have any questions or comments, let me know. And I will see you all next time. Peace and blessings. Take care. Hey, David. Awesome to see you here watching from the YouTube channel. You're going to get to have some of these later on.